I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. Merely show them what you are capable of, and they cannot fail to become your supporters. That appears to be all of the gifts. You've a new type of gauntlet available. With a rifle, a skilled shooter can hit targets at significant range and inflict considerable damage. Tactical situation call for a different weapon? Any other business to attend to? You need more followers. Try influencing people by completing quests.
Are you here to take me home? Mummy said I shouldn't talk to strangers. Oh, I just did. We made it out of the cave. Brilliant. Help! What's that? Help! I spy with my little eye something beginning with S. More nasty things! Don't let them eat me! Are we there yet? we there yet now? There's my mum! Mummy! Mummy!
My darling, my little darling, what a relief! I was beside myself. I can't thank you enough. I'm forever in your debt.
Worse, I'll have to close down. And this will become a ghost town. I have the best shopping.
I just can't keep stocked up on some of these items. I'll give you a good price if you've got what I need.
I really need some help. I won't forget it, ever. I need you to pick something up for me. Will you do it? You won't find anything better in all of Brightwall than the stuff I'm selling right here. The pawnbroker told me no one's buying sundials anymore. Ridiculous! The one I've got is a classic. It should have just what you need.
In all Brightwall. It's on sale. A great price for something like that. You're a sight for sore eyes. Remember, no refunds.
You have a new suit, certain to gain you instant credibility among the exclusive sword for hire crowd. That is such a truly wonderful combination that I think I may need to go and lie down. Reconsidered, have you? Very well. You can use these mannequins to store your current look in order to easily select it later. A rather special gift has arrived for you in the usual place.
So very, very nice to see you. You might want to take better care of your looks. We've reduced the price on that.
I'm not sure about that top you're wearing. No. You should change it as soon as you can. You're paying top gold for a top quality item. What are you looking for? Always.
Hey! Oh, you're such a sweet dog.
Best establishment in Brightwall. Feel free to look around. We will not be undersold. That is our non-binding guarantee.
Pinch, you foul, vile fiend! You uncouth wretch! It is tragedy that this fair city demands.
I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following.
You, dear lady, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it?
Yes, we beg you, the theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you. Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking for the collected works of the playwright Philip Thmorley, as we speak.
One can only hope they were not burned when the king closed down the academy and its library.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this accursed place. Only death and insanity await you. Thou seekest forbidden knowledge, but shall find naught but damnation.
Ah, hello. I hope everything is in order. Ah, you look well inked. Jolly good.
Don't pick it up! No, really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
O Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Coochie coochie coo.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2, which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Nice tattoo. I think I'll cut it off you.
That was some kind of fire spell.
Watch out!
Using fire? That's cheating, isn't it?
More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus.
Think you're better than us with all that magic? Shall we have a barbecue then? Such a good blow. Makes me proud to be a merc.
That didn't look too bad, mate. Come on, it's a back. Right in the chops. All my men dead. My vengeance denied. My world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you. for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the ham sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds. Thank you a million times. Thank you.
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark. Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet...
A great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say...
Great big giant bosoms!
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Wait, Red.
So, what shall you do now, Mr. Locke? Any more mysteries on the horizon?
I rather think not. My powers of reasoning and deduction diminish with each passing day. Investigation is a young man's game.
How would you like to take acting lessons?
I would rather consume a bottle of arsenic.
And who could blame you?
She's a vision, don't you think?
Oh, I just got him a couple of days ago.
You like my new haircut?
There's a nice sale on in one of the shops in town. My family will be wondering where I am.
They're looking for a bard. You should inquire.
Dan?
Adventure must be quite an...
I do enjoy
endeavour.
flirting.
One quest
Only
after
one
another,
thing I
on
enjoy
and on
more.
and on, or will you hang it up someday? You mind if I copy your haircut? Mind if I copy your haircut?
Brilliant.
I have no doubt that the people of Brightfall will end up following you. Merely show them what you are capable of, and they cannot fail to become your supporters.
Oh, hello. Lovely, aren't they? I've collected gnomes since I was a lad. My family said it was unhealthy. It made me take stock of my life. and I realised I had to make a change. So I cut off all contact with them. Now it's just me and the gnomes. They're my best friends, especially Jonathan. He's like a brother. I would actually die for him. It's his birthday today, you know. I ordered a special present for him and everything, but it never got here, unfortunately. Wait, you couldn't find out what happened to it for me, could you? Great, great! Now, this package, like I said, it's very special. I ordered it from a catalogue. It was very expensive, but then this is Jonathan we're talking about. He deserves only the best. Now, according to the catalogue, the delivery coach travels through Misspeak Valley. Maybe they lost a wheel there or something. It's a good place to start looking around anyway.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwellers. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express that very sentiment.
Nothing but that worthless hunk of stone. Lovely, that is. We get nothing for this job except our fee.
There's no fee. No one hired us for this.
What do you mean? We're bloody mercenaries.
So, what? We can only act when we've been paid. What about free will?
I'm not saying we're not free to act as we desire.
You're saying our sole motivation, payment in this case, exists outside of us, which is necessarily incompatible with personal freedom. What you're advocating is hard determinism.
I'm not. I'm simply questioning the efficacy of undertaking significant personal risk, as in performing an armed robbery, when we gain nothing of value.
Well-defined value. This robbery may constitute little in terms of intrinsic value, but it's given us excitement, on-the-job training and life experience, as well as building morale and esprit de corps. Its extrinsic value is difficult to even quantify.
Well, now you're talking about moral justification. I'm not going to argue teleology versus deontology.
Here, are we to refrain from defending ourselves until an outside agent has employed us to do so?
No. Well, survival imperative transcends any question of causality. Let's get her.
Got it! Now rip her entrails out and wave them in the air!
Go on then! Use fire if you can't fight fair!
Don't just stand there and get it, you fool! Dodge around a bit! Ha! Good block!
Bloody...
Somebody get that dog! Blocked! Eat it, arseface!
Xavier Smedley is a unique entry in our rogues gallery of famous killers, in that he is neither famous nor a killer. However, I've always disliked him, and it is my sincere hope that his very inclusion on this list will be seen by prospective romantic partners, their parents, or future employers, and make his life difficult. If he didn't want that trouble, he shouldn't have sat in my chair.
You'll never get out of this, Kevin. She's bloody setting things up. Dies on your flesh. You hurt my mate. I'll have you for that.
Crime! That must have hurt. Cruel food! You magic!
Plenty more blood where that came from. Yeah, too bad for you, Uncle.
Welcome to the Sanctuary.